Now, in the lead up to the 2024 Republican presidential primary, Donald Trump continues to dominate the polls. But his closest rival, Indian-American Nikki Haley, is gaining momentum, and she's fast catching up with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in the first state to vote, Iowa, and leads him in New Hampshire. Kate Fisher looks at whether Haley has any chance of truly challenging Trump.
My promise to you is that our best days are yet to come.
Once overlooked by her competitors, Nikki Haley's star is rising.
It's time for a new generation of conservative leadership.
Strong debate performances and endorsements from major conservative donors have helped to propel her up the polls.
We have to leave behind the chaos and drama of the past.
But the man who symbolises that drama of the past, Donald Trump, is still the runaway favourite.
Nikki Haley has a path to defeating Donald Trump.
Political strategists say there is a chance for her to close that gap, but it's a slim one.
It's a narrow path, to be clear about it, but it is a path. She is a gifted politician. She has a strong record as governor of South Carolina, as well as ambassador to the United Nations. She's very good on her feet. She's very disciplined. She can counterpunch very, very well. And she has put herself in second place, clearly in New Hampshire, maybe in Iowa.
Donald Trump's legal headaches could also potentially help another candidate.
The chances are slim and none for anyone dislodging Donald Trump from the Republican nomination, with the one exception. Let's say he gets convicted of some serious felonies and is sentenced to prison, although he won't be sitting in prison for some time because of appeals. Then it's conceivable the convention might say, we don't want a convicted felon.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis had been the favorite for that role as the Trump alternative.
People want to hear the truth. They want you to cut through the noise.
But his message is not cutting through. His strong early poll numbers have dwindled as Haley's have risen.
What happened to Ron DeSantis is Ron DeSantis. What you see is what you get for candidates, and Ron DeSantis was just a miserable presidential candidate. Ron DeSantis is the anti-charismatic candidate. You know, he tries to mimic Donald Trump, like with his cultural warfare. And it just doesn't work. It seems scripted, false, phony. Everything he tries just seems too forced and too kind of artificial. So he's sinking really of his own weight. And the second thing is, what does he have to offer that Trump isn't already offering? In a sense, he's kind of Trump light. And why should anyone go for Trump light when you can vote for the real thing?
And that's the problem for all of Mr. Trump's challengers. Most Republican voters still want the real thing. There are just a few days left until states begin to choose who they want to see leading the party. Despite some headwind, Nikki Haley still has her work cut out if she's to truly challenge Donald Trump and have a chance at making history and becoming the first ever female Indian-American presidential candidate. Kate Fisher, CNA, Washington.